2049, there was no farmland left on Earth. Human food became protein farms, where people survived by breeding meatworms. They were ugly, but extremely high in protein. Eat just a few, and you could last an entire day. Technology advanced at full speed, but humanity gradually lost the desire to have children. The labor force collapsed. The Wallace Corporation created the first generation of replicants, sending us to do the work humans refused to do, the most dangerous, the filthiest jobs. We looked no different from humans. We had lifespans. We had independent consciousness, but there was one iron rule: emotions were forbidden. Still, the worst thing happened anyway. If a Nexus 8 crossed the line, society itself would completely lose control. So a more obedient model was created. The Nexus 9, fully controllable, absolutely compliant, and I became a Blade Runner, assigned to retire every remaining Nexus 8. My name is K, the best hunter among them all. That day, at a protein farm, I locked on to my target and completed the kill. As I removed the identification eyeball, I noticed something, a small yellow flower beneath a dead tree, a memorial. It didn't belong there. I immediately ordered my drone to scan a 30-meter radius around the tree. Deep beneath the roots, we discovered a massive metal box. The box was taken back to headquarters. The mission was over. I went home. Like humans, I was also a replicant, rejected, ignored, long used to loneliness. My only comfort was my virtual companion, Anna. She learned emotions. She provided companionship. She could change her appearance at will, perfectly filling every emotional void. Every time I came home, just seeing her erased my exhaustion. I even saved up to buy a portable projector so she could walk with me anywhere. But the calm didn't last long. My superior called, ordering me back to headquarters immediately. Inside the metal box, they found the remains of a replicant from 30 years ago. Even worse, based on her pelvis, she had given birth before she died. This was a disaster. If replicants were capable of reproduction, the line between humans and replicants would be completely erased. We would no longer be tools. We would be life. Order would collapse. The command was issued on the spot. At any cost, find the child and eliminate it. I hesitated, but obedience was written into our core programming. I went to Wallace headquarters, trying to identify the body through the archives. But the global blackout had destroyed too much critical data. With nowhere else to go, I returned to the farm. Beneath that same tree, I found a string of numbers. They matched exactly the number carved into the bottom of my childhood toy horse. My memory was pried open in an instant. At the orphanage, someone had taken that horse from me, panicked and hid it in the boiler ashes. That was why I was beaten. In that moment, I began to doubt, what if I was the child they were hunting? To be sure, I went back to the orphanage, searching for the adoption records from that year, but the files had already been completely torn apart. As I was about to leave, a familiar feeling suddenly washed over. Guided by memory, I walked toward the old boiler. The next second, the long buried toy horse was really there, right in front of me. Anna looked at me and said only one thing: a real person shouldn't have only a serial number.